Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making Russian tea cakes, also known as Mexican wedding cookies. So these cookies are delicious. They're light, powdery, and they melt in your mouth so easily. Alright, let's go! So for this recipe we're going to need 1 cup of pecans, walnuts, or almonds, 2 cups of flour, 1 cup or 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, half a cup of powdered sugar, a splash of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. So go ahead and put in the butter and powdered sugar and mix. I used the stand mixer just because it was easier and I didn't feel like using my hands to mix all the ingredients. Put in the vanilla and add in the flour. Throw in a pinch of salt and mix. So once it all comes together, you can stop and head over to the stove. Alright, so over here we're going to toast the pecans, walnuts, or almonds in a frying pan with no oil or anything. Just toasting it really brings out the good aromas. So once it's done toasting and you can really smell the pecans, walnuts, or almonds, go ahead and put it in a bag. Now for the fun part, we're going to crush up the toasted nuts. So this part is definitely a part you can tell your younger sibling to do. I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun crushing up the toasted nuts. And then we can head on over back to the stand mixer. So go ahead and add in your crushed toasted nuts and mix it all up. So one thing I really don't like about stand mixers is that it doesn't always reach the bottom and things get stuck to the paddle. So once in a while you may have to, scrape off the sides and mix it up again. Of course, if you're mixing by hand, you won't have this issue. So once that's all done, go ahead and spoon it out onto a piece of saran wrap. And what we're doing here is we're going to spread it out so that we can chill it. So right now the cookie dough is all light and fluffy and looks amazing, but it's too light right now, so we need to chill it. Make sure not to chill it for too long, 15 minutes in the freezer or 30 minutes in the fridge maximum. Otherwise it's going to become a hard block that makes it really hard to shape into balls later on. So go ahead and put it in there. Alright, once you take it out of the fridge or freezer, go ahead and make it into small balls and put it on a baking sheet. In this clip I use a baking mat because it is much easier for cleanup and the cookies don't stick. Don't worry too much about spacing out the cookies because they won't spread out that much. Alright, so go ahead and put your cookies in the oven. You'll know when to take them out when they start looking a little bit golden. It doesn't have to be super brown. The less golden the cookie, the lighter and more crumbly the cookie will be. So you don't want to over toast and you don't want to under toast the cookie. If you take the cookies out too soon, the cookies will just fall apart when you're trying to coat them in powdered sugar. So the cookies should bake for about 17 to 19 minutes, but make sure to set a timer for 10 minutes and 15 minutes to check on the cookies to make sure they're not over toasting. So once your cookies cool just a little bit, go ahead and roll them in powdered sugar. You don't want to do this too soon because the powdered sugar will just all melt and it will not be a pretty sight. But if you wait just a little bit, the powdered sugar will stick and you'll have this beautiful dusted cookie at the end. So you can either do it like I'm doing here, where you roll the cookie by hand in the powdered sugar, or you can always stick the cookies in a container, close it tight, and shake it with powdered sugar if you need a faster alternative. And there you have it. Those are our Russian tea cakes. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye!